I've been an engineer, designed wastewater treatment plants. I was a lawyer. I had a startup about 15 years ago before I went to law school, in between engineering and law. But everything that I do has always gone back to some sort of entrepreneurial drive. I became an entrepreneur for a couple reasons. One, I don't really play well with others that are trying to manage me. But I guess more importantly, I became an entrepreneur just because I like building things, and I like building them. I like the challenge of building something. My investors would say my first business was a failure, but I think it was an incredible learning experience for me. There's things that you flat out just can't learn until you fail. It was during the first .com boom, the .com boom. We rode that wave and busted bad. There was a drive by the investment community to not build a real business. Why are you thinking about profit? You just raise money, build market share, and then flip it and become a billionaire like all these other people are. And that was odd for me because I was not trained as a business person. So I trained myself as a business person while I was an engineer. And back then you wrote business plans. And my business plan actually was driven towards profitability very early and then scaling from there. PactSafe was something I started out of my law practice. I represented tech companies, and I saw this need for a change in the way people contract. A lot of our customers and the ones that have embraced our platform are the ones that saw that paradigm shift coming. So the challenge is getting customers to lean into that paradigm shift. So it's an exciting thing to be doing because a lot of times we're selling a vision of a better way to do something that all businesses do, which is engage in boring contracts. But it's a challenge trying to get people to kind of rethink, reimagine the way they've always done something. Probably the most important advisor I've had is a guy named Harold Apple, who he was one of the founders of Anita, which became TechPoint. He was an investor and board member in my first startup. I lost a lot of Harold's money, and he came back, and now he's a board member and investor in PactSafe, as well as a confidant and somebody that he's really the first person that I go to for advice on really anything. We're a small team still, 11. We've built our company very lean, so everybody kind of has a say in the culture. And we try to be very open. We try to have fun. We try to build everything together. We've started to build out into functional units in the business and everything. But I'd say a core pillar of our culture is transparency and collaboration, and we try to do that as much as we can. Running a startup when you have a family and you're older, it draws you in different directions where you want to spend every waking moment doing both, and that's really hard. And so the times where I get distracted from my team, from the vision, from the business is when I get drawn in that direction. And we try to promote like a really good work-life balance, and it's even harder when you have kids. So my kryptonite is definitely reconciling those things, just ripping my head and my heart apart every day. It's hard. Definitely don't try to start something unless you're confident in what you're doing and yourself. And then I would say extend that to the people that you have on your team. You got to trust them. You need to make a guess on who you can trust when you hire them. And you need to figure out real quick as you start to work with them if you're going to be able to trust them long term. Because if you can't trust the people that you work with and that you hire to be a part of your team, especially at the early stages, then you're going to be unproductive. They're not going to help you. They're not going to help the company at all. So confidence in yourself, what you're doing, and the people that you work with, you got to have that, and you got to proactively create some of that.